The price for single ingredients for one meal will run you anywhere from $60 to $80. 60 is being generous. So I don't see, one, why that was any of their business, and two, why would they do such a thing when inflation is at an all-time high right now? And what about those people who don't have access to a home that can, cook and stuff like that? Like, it just don't make sense to me, but hey, I guess we just gotta let them do what they do.
Don't be shocked.
All right, is that better?
Yeah, you good now.
Yeah, you good.
Cool. All right. So what y'all think about that, man? I think it's a good move. You shouldn't be buying junk food with food stamps anyway.
I think it's probably a lot of Republicans that eat food stamps and want their chips and want their soda. So I just feel like that was not a good move. Like you said earlier, there's a lot of obese people in America. So for RFK to stamp that he want to take control what people eat, I thought we was all about freedom in America. So I feel like that's gonna hurt them in the end.
That's not controlling what people eat. He didn't bust up in your house and say and slap you in your face and take your chips. He literally said, if you need our help, this is the stipulation. That is okay to do. If you need our help, then you shouldn't be eating chips. I don't see nothing wrong with that. If you want to eat chips, then you need to go work hard. You need to make better decisions so you can eat chips.
You want to know what's so crazy?
Anybody right?
It's like
that's taxpayer dollars. I don't want to pay for no tax for somebody to get fat and unhealthy and be diabetical.
And the overall picture is really the spending of the money, right? So these are the same faces. Remember those Bergen bags and all that money we were spending on this and that. We can't worry about inflation when we did these things. Like we put it in, the culture puts it in our face that we have to make money. We have to be at a certain status. Why is this a problem? You know what I mean? Like they put it in our children's face that you can't even get this type of female unless you're making this kind of money. So now the boys want to go out there and do what they got to do to make that kind of money. So now the tariffs is a bigger issue. I just don't understand how these people even worry about that. I mean, we're in a situation where we've been in debt for however many years. This man has came into this business. I call it a business because that's what the United States is, a corporation. And he did it again. And now he's figuring out ways to make this country pretty much in a better position. And these are the ways that it has to be done. Now, anytime you're dealing with change, it's not going to be peaches and cream. You're going to have to deal with the repercussions of anything. Like, even if there was a situation in my business, I would have to downsize just to make things greater. Some people may have to lose their jobs. This is what happens. So for us to actually, as Americans, go out there and understanding that this is what he said he was going to do, this is what we voted for, right? And now be upset that it's taking place, it just throws me off that we're surprised that all of this stuff is happening as far as the inflation. This is what's been happening. It's just going to get a little bit worse before it gets better.
Easy.
Yeah, right now it's kind of rough right now, but I mean, people got it tough through and try to figure out a way. I don't think it's right. I mean, like what he's pretty much saying is they don't want you using the
EBT.
the EBT to buy like snacks and stuff. They want you to use cash. That's what it boils down to.
Yeah, they basically Trump. But what I'm saying, like Trump, somebody that drink Coke every day, as Slim was saying, like the black community really is mostly the white community that's on food stamps. People in rural areas and stuff like that. So if you've been on EBT 10, 20 years and you like buy the same groceries every time you go to the grocery store and you living on Social Security, and then all of a sudden the government say, "Hey, you can't have this, you can't have this." Like I know Vogel was saying, I don't want to go with somebody eat something unhealthy, but like people, especially Americans, I don't feel like they ever want to be told what to do. They don't want to be told what to drink, what to smoke, where they can go. So like to tell them what they can eat and they pay taxes, I just don't think it's gonna go over well.
Nah, hey, money talks, bullshit walks. If you want to eat that, make better decisions. Like this stuff is a privilege. Chips and I mean, honestly, food is a privilege. Like we've only had access to food like this for what, a few hundred years, if that. You used to have to go hunt, and you would hope you would shoot the deer. If it got away, you were stuck eating grass and spring mix.
And it was the men who had to do that.
Yeah, exactly. So in a sense, we just gotten lazy. Like it was, like I said, it was that's why our bodies are adapted to eat more vegetables and grains and stuff like that versus a lot of meat because it was a rarity. And everybody just take it as like as it's promised to them is not.
We're addicted to processed foods. Like
Yeah.
there's way less people going to Whole Foods than people going to McDonald's. So it's just like, and processed foods taste better. They're more convenient. Like even if you're the most health conscious person, it's so easy for you to just go in the store and grab some cookies off of the shelf and open it right there.
Yeah.
So we need better foods like easily accessible and to be cheaper.
You do have them. When you that's why they trying to stop you from buying chips, because when you actually buy produce and you buy meat, it's cheaper than a $5 bag of chips. Chips are not $1 anymore. But a lot of people don't want to take do the work of cooking at home.
You
they
can
want
go
some quick stuff to shove some some whatever nuggets in their kid's mouth. Instead of taking the time to prepare the food.
Biggie bag. You get a $5 biggie bag. That's $5. You go to the grocery store. You gotta buy the salad. You gotta buy the seasoning. You gotta buy the meat. You gotta buy whatever comes with it. A drink. If you go to Wendy's, you go to McDonald's. You can have change, bro. You can have an app, and boom, you out of there with $3. You got a full course meal.
Who where?
I'm guilty of that. I've done that a few times.
You better know the app, right?
I got Wendy's, McDonald's. I got them all.
On what app? I don't really eat fast food. When I travel, it'd be like $6, $7.
When I leave the club, gotta make it happen, bro. Sometimes them niggas be the only one open. Boop, boop, boop. Let's get it cracking.
Yeah, and like I was gonna say that too, man. Like when you're traveling and stuff like that, you don't have the convenience to be in the kitchen whipping up your own meal all the time. You have to eat out. So sometimes you don't have
traveling,
a choice.
You shouldn't be on EBT, right?
Yeah, you got a point.
That's all I'm saying. You traveling like that? Do your EBT even work in another state?
I don't even know. I never been on that shit.
You being on EBT and traveling, that has nothing to do with each other. But all right.
If you got money to travel, you shouldn't be on EBT.
That's basically what he's saying. Yeah. You shouldn't be on welfare.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all.
So you taking advantage of the system.
Yeah, if you well off, you think you should still get food stamps.
There's plenty of people that get.
You might be traveling to go to a funeral. What are you talking about, bro?
We said traveling.
What are you talking about? You might be going to several funerals. You don't know what they're traveling for.
That's one time. We talking about traveling frequently.
One time. Like, people die every day, B. What are you talking about?
Yo, he said several. He said several.
People die every day.
Even that's a privilege. There's people that died. I couldn't afford to go. I just had to be like, send me an obituary.
Hey, yo, I got 3 funerals this week to go to.
It's plenty of people.
Like I said, if you able to travel, you shouldn't be on food stamps. I'm sorry.
Oh man,
there's plenty of people that's on EBT, Social Security, and they do whatever they want. That's why Republicans mad, because people getting these social services and then they living better than the people working.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, I see why if you go to work every day, you upset it. If you go on Facebook, like, damn, Keisha them go on food stamps, and they done sold the stamps. They over there in Dubai. So I mean, people know how to jack the system. I mean, when I went on the last cruise, a girl was there. They paid for her to come. So I mean, people do whatever, bro. Especially if you got Section 8, food stamps, and Social Security, you can do what you want.
You could go to mad funerals in 1 week.
Hey, I know in California, I had an ex in California. They put cash on her card.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you got some food stamps, and then they gave you cash too.
I know people in California. If you say that you are homeless for a certain amount of time and you move there and you can prove it, then you can get all those benefits and resources.
Yeah, you can go to the ATM, man. We was buying bottles.
Yeah,
man, I can't do it, bro. And for the simple fact, when my daughter was born, and my daughter's mom got on that stuff. Like, in order for her to get on it, I remember it like yesterday, bro.
Child support.
Yep.
It wasn't even that. And I didn't even know about the child support at the time, right? It was like, yo, you could get benefits. All you got to do is say, you don't know where the dad at. You don't know where he is. And I'm sitting there like, word, we could get money. We could do it. Okay. Had no clue about the repercussions in the future. So that's what she did. She was like, yo, I don't know where the man at, and I'm sitting there in the office with her. I'm like, yeah, I'm just here to hang out. We're gonna see what we could do. And then she got the check. She got $300 in cash, $300 in food stamps. In my mind, I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? We good. That's $600 extra a month plus my job. You know what I mean? At the time, I was making like $500 a week. That was good money to me. Plus the $600 a month. Shoot, I was balling. Now here we are. They want that bread back.
Yep.
And I'm like, wait a minute. Y'all want that back? What the hell? You know what I'm saying? And now it's like, yo, and if you don't pay us, we're going to suspend your license. We're going to take you to jail. Well, how you going to get your money if you do that? I'll leave it at that.
It's a trap.
Yep. Yeah, they tell them all that too. Or they tell the woman to put the name down so you can get them benefits. Yep. And they give you excuses that you could tell the man you didn't know or whatever it is. Yeah, they good for that now.
Just remember, somebody paying for that. Somebody's paying for that. It ain't free. I don't care what y'all think. Oh yeah, Uncle Sam and the Social Security, and no. Somebody's paying for that, and they're finding out where that money's going.
Yep. And I'm gonna end it by saying, if you are going for any type of assistance, government assistance, food stamps, unless it's Social Security, you put in your years and you retired or whatever you get back for doing something for the country, you're not entitled or deserve anything but what they tell you. I'm sorry, a lot of people just feel too entitled. If you got to ask for something, you need to take the stipulations that come with it. If you don't want those stipulations, get your ass out there and work.
Mm-hmm. Or create something.
Yep. Create value and get paid for it. All right. On to